guys, welcome to our home.
My name is William.
And I am Fema.
And we are the
Sitsiros.
Hi guys, so welcome to our first video. This is actually our very first video as a family. As the Sitsiros, we decided to just share our journey and our love, our life, to inspire people. So there's no faking here. There's no faking, there's no nothing. It's just us sharing our love story and our journey. And for our first video, actually, we decided to start by talking about why we got married young. Why we got married young. So many couples go through this situation, when you are about to get married and you go home and you have to explain why, and you found someone and the money that you have and that whole process, so people would ask, well, why don't you wait? Why don't you wait? I don't know if you have received it as a young couple, why don't you wait until you are 40? Yeah, you're still too young, it's not time yet. Go work, go do this, go do that, go play, go have fun, but I guess for us it was different.
It was, yes, indeed it was. One of the reasons why I wanted to get married young was that because, I always used to say to my friends, it's a purpose thing, when you have figured out your purpose, you know what you want in life. And it's not necessarily about, you finding your purpose at a certain age only, we have this tendency of believing that we only find our purpose when we are 40 or 50 or things like that. But we need to understand that you can find your purpose young and evolve your purpose as you grow. It changes as you grow. It doesn't mean that when you're young you don't have a purpose, you don't know your purpose, but it necessarily means that as you grow, as you mature, you learn more. But how about learning more with the one you love, So I decided that it's fine because I know who I am and where I want to be in 10 years or 20 years. I know who I am. I'm confident about myself. I'm confident about my vision. So now here comes a man in my life who knows his purpose, who has a vision. So why not? So that's why I said that for me it's a purpose thing. So don't let them despise you. Don't let them tell you that you're too young when you know your purpose. As you grow, yes, it will mature, and that's why for me I decided, okay.
I think so many people don't like others. We are Christian, né? And so many people or other people are not really Christian, and I guess that's why we got so many questions about why we got married young, and we're not very too young, we're not too young. It's just
not
that people
18.
People expect people to get married at 40,
Yeah.
The Western culture believes that life begins at 40, so they expect the men to get married at 40, and they expect the men to get married to someone who is 35, and there's no family planning there. You just rushing to get babies. But for us it was a bit different. I remember when I went home and I had to explain why I want to get married, and at home they knew that I'm a pastor, so they still didn't understand why, and how things were moving so quickly for us, because before, it's, I don't know, before you fall in love, things are different. Let me just put it like that. things are different. A couple of days ago, we visited our friends, and I said something that I really didn't think about it too much. Guti, when I met Ufema, and when I used the word love, for me, that time it became different compared to the other times. Yeah. So our journey didn't just begin there, but then my journey of understanding what God has in store for me began there. To say that our vision is becoming much more clearer. Things that enlightenment that you've been waiting for in your life. You get it just bing, and you begin to understand, okay, perhaps this is the route that God wants me to go through. These are the things that God wants me to get to learn. And immediately after we got married, we started facing some challenge, which is quite normal. Yeah, well, but the vision and the purpose that God has given us in the beginning, carried us through. One thing that I would tell people is that, maybe I would advise anyone, is that, you need to understand the vision that the husband has, because that will carry you through your marriage. Even when he loses his job or, something goes wrong in his life, that vision will be able to carry you, and the purpose that God has set aside for you guys. When I make research, about vlogs and all that, I see people going out and, sharing their life together. And I guess that's their purpose. But is it, I don't know, so many of us look at those type of people and we want to be able to live like that. We want to go out, we want to fly to Dubai, we want to go to a certain country and say that we are enjoying our marriage. But for me, my joy does not only proceed from my wife, but it proceeds from understanding that we have a purpose and there is God in it. And, in there I find my peace. So I don't look at other people and say that I want to be like them, or I want to dress like them, and I want to go where they go. I just want to live the life that God has set aside for us. I don't know if it makes sense,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. And the thing about, getting married young is that you tend to grow together. The people that got into the marriage, when was it? When we got married? Are two different people now. I don't want to lie.
Gain weight.
Like, there's so many changes that happens. And, I know that people, we like saying that you need to fully know him. You need to fully know her. And for us, we didn't get that chance to fully get to know each other, as people would say. And then for me, it was that situation that, how can you fully know a person? I can never fully know him. I will never get to a point where I say I fully know my husband, mainly because we are people. And people are meant to change. People are meant to grow. So you can't say you fully know someone, And we can't say we fully know each other because situation happens. And some situations are not expected. And because those situations are not expected, we tend to change, If you face a certain situation in life, it changes you, whether for the good, whether for the bad. That situation changes you. Pain changes a person, heartbreak changes a person. So because we go through so much as people, and because we go through so much, we change. So I would also advise people that don't say I want to fully know him. I want to fully know him before I get to marry him. Because sometimes people can portray a certain character before marriage. You know, I can portray a certain character, and then I stay as that person, you know, pretend to you for a long time. Then, okay, we get married, then you see a different person, you know, and then you are confused. Who's this person? I thought because I've lived with the person, I know them better. I thought that because I've had sex with this person, I would know them better. You know, we make certain rules or you know, situations that, okay, if I sleep with him, if I live with him before marriage, at least if something happens, I can know the person that he really is, you know. And I've gotten to understand, or I've gotten to see that really that doesn't work. The reason why it doesn't work for me is because what I've realized is that, okay, before we got married with my husband, okay, we were in a relationship, then we got married, then he changed, you know, and that change was not a change of who's this person, you know, I'm seeing a different side of him and things like that. No, it was a change of a person getting to a different stage in life. Like, we are in a different stage in life, so he's bound to change. So it doesn't make sense for me that a person remains the person that like they were when they were single, you know. It doesn't make sense. Or when they were dating, we are no longer dating now. We are in marriage. It's a different constitution altogether. So it doesn't make sense for you to remain the person you were when you were single.
Yeah, I feel good. There's a thought in mind that every relationship goes through an evolution. We are meant to evolve in a relationship. We are not meant to be in an equilibrium state, be stagnant. We are meant to grow. When you look at your relationship with maybe, for instance, when you look at your relationship with Christ, you know, you are expected to get to know him better and grow in your relationship with Christ. Same goes to your relationship with your parents. You are expected to get to know them, get to know their limits, get to know their boundaries, get to know who they are, and you know, yeah, you grow in your relationship with them. It goes even further to relationship with your boyfriend or your girlfriend. You're expected to get to know them, you know, so that your relationship can get better. When you get into marriage, you cannot expect things to be the same. You know, you cannot expect things to be the same. Things change, people evolve, people grow. I don't want to make this example, but I might be someone who's successful in finance today, but tomorrow things might change, you know. So you don't get married because someone is financially well, but you get married because you love someone and you feel like your purpose and their purpose are interlinked somehow, and you would make a difference together better, you know. So that's one thing that we need to be able to understand, so that you know, when you get into marriage, you know what you're getting into. You don't just go home and say that because I have money and because I can pay lobola, you know, and because this girl is beautiful, I'm going to take this woman. After 2 years, she's going to gain weight after getting that child, you know, that first child. Then after that, you are not attracted to her anymore. Then you're going to go out, you know, and start cheating. So we need to be able to be careful when we actually choose a spouse. There's a lady that I know, and I like talking about her. Her name is Deboho. You know, I haven't seen her for a long time. She got married to a pastor. Then that guy started abusing her, you know, beating her around and so forth. and she left the marriage, So sometimes you might think that I don't know, I scored, but when you get into marriage, that person becomes something else that you didn't expect. So the best thing to do for me as a Christian is to be able to say that, Lord, help me to pick a person. Open my eyes, open my spiritual sight, so that I can be able to identify the person that I can spend more than 10 years with, that I can spend an eternity with, the person that I can say that I've never experienced love like I've experienced it with this particular person. So it's imperative for you to get that, because we say these things because we went through our own share of predicaments. We went through our own predicaments and we stuck together. We stuck together. We didn't say, no, this is not working for me, I need to go.
I'm still too young. I can get another person. Why settle for this? I'm young, I'm beautiful. I'm young, I'm handsome, I can get something else. So we stuck together, and the word stuck, I don't use it in a bad way, because it's usually used in a bad connotation, but we are together. We chose to get into this journey and to live together and share love together, and in so doing you begin to trust someone. In so doing you begin to even love more of that person. Very well, Jorge, even if I go somewhere for a week, I won't cheat, because you trust, you rely on that person, because we have a common purpose, a common vision, and we have a common plan. So if you have that common ground with your spouse, then you're okay. The vacations, they don't define your relationship. It's just you guys going out. Other people might say that I want to be like them. That's okay. That's okay. I want to be like them. We want to go out as well. We want to go to Dubai as well. Sponsor us. We want to do those things, but everything comes in its own season. If you want to go to, if I went to Dubai and you say that, hey, I want to go to Dubai as well, but your husband says that, no, let's rather go to Durban. There's no difference. I'm not going to divorce because I went to Durban. So, we shouldn't define our marriages or relationships according to what others do or what others say or what my uncle says or what my father says. We shouldn't define our marriages according to that. We should define our marriages according to what we feel is right, what we feel connects us, what we feel is connected to a greater purpose, because at the end of the day, we have a purpose. It might be, at work, your purpose might be centered at work, but your purpose is aligned with your spouse. There is no better person who's going to make you better than your spouse. Amen to that.
I'm going to be a pastor about that. So
okay, so Mara, did you answer why did you get married?
I did.
You didn't.
I did.
No, I did. I did answer why I got married.
No, but it's a purpose-driven thing.
For you also?
Yes, it's a purpose-driven thing. I thought, it's a purpose-driven thing, and I love my wife.
I also love you, my husband.
So, when I saw her while I was preaching, I just fell in love. But God was the center of everything.
That's also important.
I think one day I'll explain the journey that maybe I went through personally to getting to a point where we got married. Because it's a journey on itself. That's where I saw God and I saw the presence of God moving in a special way. So
So I think that's it. That's it. Because today we on that series getting why get married young. And I guess today the main thing that we spoke about is purpose.
I think for a first video, this is a great topic when you talk about purpose, when you talk about vision, because so many people, we just get married. We just look forward to the wedding celebration. But we don't look forward to the journey. That's why so many young people are divorcing today. So many divorce rate, the highest divorce rate is in Christianity. So we need to be able to know and understand what we're getting into and why. You know, this thing is a journey.
Yeah.
This thing is a journey. So don't look at other people and say, hey, I want to be like that guy. I want to be like that guy. You know, just
get to know who you are.
Yeah, get to know who you are in your marriage.
Yeah.
Boom. Yeah, in your marriage, get to know who you are. Once you find yourself and understand who you are, your spouse will begin to understand who the man or the woman you have become. You know. So yeah, that's the purpose of relationship. That's the purpose of marriage. That's the purpose of love. That's the purpose of life. We need to be able to get into it and enjoy it.
Yeah, and then the other thing that I wanted to just share about is that you know, when you're getting married young and you know who you are and you know yourself, your partner can be able to remind you, Hore, remember who you are, you know, remember what you stand for, you know, remember that you, like, when we go through situations, you know, when you start changing and, you know, and you can see that, you know, I'm no longer myself. I'm discovering things that I never thought could happen to me. Then your spouse can quickly pull you back and remember you're a woman of God, remember this and remember that, you know. So that's what I also love about getting married young. And I also love the fact that, you know, we love each other. You know, you just with that one person, you know, I share all my secrets with you, and when I'm married and I'm committed to you, I don't have to, you know, go around sharing my secrets. I know where to share my love and share my secrets. I don't have to have this one and have that
You
one.
don't have to involve people in your life. Well, guys, thank you so much for joining us, and we're looking forward to next week, eh?
Yeah,
yeah. So may you be blessed and enjoy your day, enjoy your week or your weekend. So yeah.
Yeah. Is there anything we want to say?
Maybe if you have any comments on you know, your marriage or your idea of why you got married, you can just write it on the comments below. And yeah, you can subscribe and hit the notification button so that you can be able to get videos on time every Friday at 12 p.m. So yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing, you can tell us or share your journey why you got married young.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, guys. Bye.